And that's it. So now I've got my reinforcement here. I'm going to see if I can stretch just a little bit more. I cut a relief cut here because the carpet's going to want to go up the wall. So I did a little relief cut, so I'm going to use my stretcher and just stretch as far as I can just to see if I can just put any more pressure on there. It's about as much as I feel comfortable. Let's do a staple here. Tack it down. Let's see. One note is how I'm doing this. Either one side or the other, depends on what is best. I'm going to lay my blade flat and I'm going to cut. I'm going to make my cut just along here, just flat all the way across. This is kind of falling apart so bad. I may use either side, but anyway, lay it flat and just cut. That'll be your guide all the way along, and it should just tuck right in. So let's keep going. Looks like we're just a little bit short. Now, considering how fragile the underlayment is, I don't want to stretch anymore. So an old carpet installer told me a little secret, and it's no secret, but I'll go ahead and show you how they do that. A lot of times if a carpet is too short, I'll just simply lay a piece in there and just leave it. In this case, since it's in a high traffic area, I'm going to put a little seam tape behind it. Give a little extra backing. Then I'm going to put a little extra piece of carpet in here that I trimmed off. And so I'm going to go ahead and glue the daylights out of it and then go ahead and tuck it in and trim the rest of it off. So let's do it. Well, there it is. It's all glued in. I got enough glue behind it to choke a mule. So I just filled this in with glue, just a lot of hot glue, and just worked it in real gently and then tucked it in once the glue was tacked up. Okay, since we used this, we went ahead and busted the seam to be able to stretch and remove the carpet. So we need to put the seam back together. In this case, it doesn't look like there's any trimming that needs to be done, but sometimes I'll actually put them together and just trim just a little bit. Just trim a little off the backing to be able to get it to meet well. And it doesn't look like I need to do any trimming. I'm going to illustrate this way. I took the seam sealer and just ran a bead right at the seam of this side. So when it comes together, that seam sealer will seal both sides. Seam sealer is applied, and I'm going to go ahead and start with this one since it's kind of, for some reason the heat has set it. So I'm going to go ahead and put my wet rag. Okay, that's enough. We can see the carpet has relaxed. So I'm going to take my roller and roll it in, get it to work the glue in, and we're going to continue on down the line. Put my weight on it. Move the rag back. Work it in. Put the weight on it. Okay, I just vacuumed. The job is done. We have put the seam back. We see just a little bit of it. Chances are the average person will not see it. The only criticism I have of this is we've got a little bit too much glue. So I'm just going to simply wipe that off with a wet rag. It does turn clear, so I'm not too worried about it. But you can see, using this iron and some steam, it does hold together very well. You don't see it coming apart, and I will guarantee this. So I hope that helps you. That's one way of doing a seam. I do this predominantly with an iron and a wet rag.